Okay, so today we're going to be reloading shotgun shells. What you're going to need is empty shotgun shells, some shot, some wads for whatever weight you want to use. It'll say it on the bag. Like I'm using 1 1/8 ounces. And some shot shell primers. These are CCIs. You are also going to want a shotgun shell reloader. I have a Lee Loadall 2. It's a cheap $60 press off Amazon. It works great. You're also going to need some powder. So, how you load the Lee Loadall 2 is you take this little thing off. It's got all the different sizes for charges and shell or shot weight. That goes on top and covers up the shot and powder. You're going to take your powder like this and put some in here. This side is the powder. And then to put shot in this side, you are also going to want a shotgun shell reloader. I have a Lee Loadall 2. It's a cheap $60 press off Amazon. It works great. You're also going to need some powder. So, how you load the Lee Loadall 2 is you take this little thing off. It's got all the different sizes for charges and shell or shot weight. That goes on top and covers up the shot and powder. You're going to take your powder like this and put some in here. This side is the powder. And then to put shot in this side, pour some in. And I already have some in there, so I'm not going to. You put this back on, and that's done. And then this little bar, this side is powder, and to charge the powder, you pull it that way, and to pull the shot in, you pull it this way. So I'll show you what it looks like. First, you're going to take this little sizing ring and put it on the shell like this. What that does is represses this back into its original size, because when the shell is shot, it blows up and expands this a little bit. So you're going to do that, put it right here, and this is the resizing and depriming station. And then push down to hear it fall out. You're going to take your primers, set that in there, into that little hole, and then facing up, and you're going to slide this up and push it down. What that does is puts the primer in and takes your resizing die off. You set that aside and come to this station, pull it down, slide the bar over, and that charged the powder. Now there's powder in there. Then you're going to take one of your wads set it in here and push it down. And you're going to lift it up and place your shot in. And you pull it up, and now you have shot. And this is a 8 crimp shell, which means there are 8, it crimps 8. So the first little hole right here is for the 8 crimp spot. And the back one is for 6 crimp. And you're just going to set that in there and go like that, and that starts the crimp. And then you go over here to this station, slide it in, and press down, and there's a shell. And then what you're going to want to do is take a Sharpie and write how many times this shell has been loaded and what size shot is in it right now. So these Federal shells are pretty thick, and so you can reload these about 3 or 4 times. But shells like Remington, like Gun Club, those can be reloaded about 4 or 5 times because they're thicker. I'll do it one more time just so you guys can see. Make sure you know how. So you take the die, resizing die, set up in there, push down so it falls out. Take your new primer, put the new primer in, and take the sizing die off. Go over here, charge your powder, put your wad in, and place your shot in. Start the crimp. Then finish the crimp. And there you have it. You can also do buckshot and slugs with this press. What you do to that is basically the same. You deprime the shell, reprime it, come over here, put the powder in, put in a wad, and then you count out the individual pellets for buckshot and put them in crisscross. So if you put 3 like that, then you're gonna put 1, 2, 3 like that. So it's like a cross section where it interlocks. You'll have 3, 3, and 3 for double up buckshot because that holds 9 pellets. And yeah, and when you're doing the reload all, you'll see these little numbers right here. This one says 1 1/8, and this is the shot size. You guys probably can't see that, but oh well. And then on the other side, it will have a die number like, right now I have in 134, because the chart that this die comes with, I'll zoom you guys out, says, let's see, I'm doing 1 1/8, so I look at the 700X, which is the powder that I have, and it says bush number. Bush number for plastic shells with plastic wad, base or no base wad, such as Win AA, Rim, RXP, and Federal Competition 2. It says to use this row. So I go down to the 1/8, find the powder that I'm using, and it says 134, what bushing number. So then I put that, how you put those in is you unscrew these little nuts, take this bar off. You obviously want to make sure that there's no powder or shot in here, and then you pull out this bar and take out those things that just slide right out, and you put these guys in. Like this one right here says 1 5/8 shot. So this obviously is for like turkey shells or really high powered shells. Like some goose shells will take 1 5/8 ounces of shot. And different powders, like this powder number is 171. And if you look on the back of the paper that the Elite Load All comes with, it tells you the different powder charges for the different numbers. Like if you look at 700X, which is right there, and you go over to the 134 that I have, it says that it puts in 16.3 grains of powder. And so you can look at this chart and tell what die number or bushing number you can put in to make different weights. And there's different accessories you can get to make your own buckshot and slugs. It also shows magnum loads, that 1 5/8 that I showed you what you need. Shows you how to make 3-inch shells, 1-ounce shells, shows you everything, 3-inch shells, 3.5-inch shells, shows you everything that you need. And this press, the Elite Load All 2, was $64 on Amazon. It comes with everything you need to get started.